What could wastewater have to do with addiction? Let's look to sewage to find out. The Netherlands, United States, Australia, and New Zealand are consuming the highest amounts of designer party drugs, according to wastewater samples taken from 8 countries over the New Year period. Despite deaths and hospitalizations linked to many new psychoactive substances, or NPS, an international wastewater study led by the University of South Australia shows just how prevalent drugs called party pills and bath salts are in different parts of the world. In a new paper published in Water Research, the world's most comprehensive wastewater analysis of new psychoactive substances, or NPS, shows the pattern of designer drugs used in the 2019-2020 New Year in 14 cities across Australia, New Zealand, China, the Netherlands, Spain, Italy, Norway, and the United States. The samples were collected over the new year in each country and shipped to South Australia for analysis. More than 200 synthetic drugs across all countries were monitored and 16 substances found. Of the 8 countries studied, only Norway showed no traces of NPS. New psychoactive substances are a range of drugs that have been designed to mimic established illicit drugs, such as cannabis, cocaine, MDMA, and LSD. The Netherlands recorded the highest usage, followed by Australia, New Zealand, and the United States. Spain, Italy, and China had the lowest incidence of designer drugs used in cities participating in the study. N-ethylpentalone, which is known to cause fatalities, was seen in Australia, New Zealand, and the United States. It has previously been detected in forensic samples and at music festivals in Australia and New Zealand. Another designer drug called Mephedrone, often referred to as drone, MCAT, white magic, and meow meow, was found only in Australia and New Zealand, with New Zealand recording a 20-fold spike in usage on New Year's Eve. It is a very powerful drug that produces effects similar to those of cocaine and MDMA, and is popular among ecstasy and stimulant users in Australia and New Zealand. The Netherlands recorded traces of 6 of 10 quantifiable drugs. 7 additional recreational drugs were also identified in the samples after screening. Of these, ketamine, a human and veterinary anesthetic, and its metabolite norketamine were found in every country. A newer drug on the market, Eutalone, was seen in Australia, New Zealand, the Netherlands, and the United States. High doses of it have been linked to intense and particularly dangerous side effects. Traces of Mitragynine, a drug involved in almost half of NSP-related deaths in 2019, were found only in the United States. Another synthetic opioid, acetylfentanyl, was also restricted to U.S. wastewater samples. It is also linked to high fatalities in the United States. What makes the NPS so dangerous is that they were originally sold as legal alternatives to conventional illicit drugs such as ecstasy and cannabis. Governments soon intervened after hospitalizations and fatalities were linked to these class of drugs, with some countries enforcing blanket bans. Sadly, NPS are still synthesized, transported, and consumed across the world, often with fatal consequences. For more information concerning addiction, please contact us at the Institute for Addiction Study. Our link is in the description.